It's been a long road, getting from there to here. Where's the footage? There it is. It's been a long time. Click, click. Recording is good. Audio seems good. Let me double check that. My time is finally near, and I will see my dreams come alive at last. I will touch the sky. Levels are good. Clicky clicky. Greetings, dear viewers. Blip. Don't have a whole lot to say this time. Let's just get right on in. Oh right, this formicarium is not suitable for the upcoming tests. It is time to rehouse the colony. That's right. You will be awarded an amount of jelly during the switch based on the colony size, construction, and unused resources and territory. Select Rehouse the Colony from the level selection menu, which will unlock the leaf cutter levels. You will no longer be able to replay Formicarium Challenges 1 and 2 in the new enclosure. That's okay. This is all pretty basic. Let's rehouse the colony. Let's go.
The counterpart colony has been delivered. We need to commence preparation for the final experiment. After that, we can dispose of the specimens and close the project. You should begin transplanting our ereptors into the modular formicarium, and be careful with the queen.
Yes, I know how to use a trowel.
Ugh.
No! I mean, yes, rehouse us, but don't dispose of the specimens. Whoa, we got 410 royal jelly for that, baby! Oh, are we going into something like this now? Wait, where are we going? Where's our new housing? I can't wait to see what our new housing looks like.
Close the project. Bah! Did you hear that? Final experiment, my foot! I'm in charge of the colony, and I will decide when we've finished testing. There. All set in your new home. Grow quickly, my little ants.
Your queen and a few workers have been moved into a new formicarium ready for the next experiment. All territory, construction, and food have been lost, but you have been awarded jelly based on your colony size and resources. Any upgrades still remain. Understood.
We have lots of work to do.
Well, there's our way to the surface. We have the ability to build all the other ants, but only 20 territory. No, this is... Wait, what is this? This is jelly. This is territory. I want more territory than what we've got. Let's set up our food stores, I guess. You know what? Let's set up food stores over here. Maybe above? Maybe above this time? Nah, I kind of want them below. It'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll start out with a basic food store. If I remember correctly, it's V, Victor. Yes, indeed. We don't have any food at all, though. Okay, there's no food whatsoever in here. Well, that being the case, I guess we're going to need Group 1 to come and break our way out so we can find surface food. You have gained access to 2 more formicarium levels and a new formicarium challenge. These will see you play as the industrious leaf cutter ants. Formicarium challenges 1 and 2 can no longer be repeated. Understood. All right, let's break out. Let's get me to the surface here. There is no food on the surface. I guess we're gonna use leaves for that then? But we're not leafcutter ants. We are still Formica ereptor, Formica fusca, and Formica rufa. I guess there's gonna be like Formica leafa. Leafa? Isn't that? Oh yeah, that's from Sword Art Online. Not really sure where to get food from other than to do the missions. So let's just do the missions. Oh my goodness. New home. Oh, these are the... Oh, we can still play the missions, not the challenges. Understood. That's fine then. That's fine. The harvest. Colonies in close proximity create competition for leaves and ultimately survival. Choose difficulty medium. All right, so colonies in close proximity. We're going to have to compete with other ants here. Oh, we get to choose unit options here. We have one with taunt. Cool. Majors taunt enemies to attack them. At level 3 on low health will gain very high resistance. So we got just solid by the book tank ants right there, complete with taunt and defensive cooldowns. That's awesome. Stun. Oh, okay, here's more of a PvP focused tank where you have stuns. At level 3, stunned enemies are heavily slowed for 4 seconds. All right, so we have a choice between an unbreakable front line or a very disruptive pack of well, I guess they're also front line. We have an unbreakable front line or a disruptive front line that we can choose from. I personally like the idea of the unbreakable front line, but that's the obvious choice, right? I mean, you have taunt, you have defensive cooldowns, unkillable ants, but here they're still tanky, and they also protect the rest of my ants by stunning and slowing. They just protect in different ways. I really feel like the taunt ants are probably the obvious choice. So let's go with these guys. What are we looking at here? Wow, that's so much royal jelly. Actually, you know what? Since we got 500, let's take a quick look at this. Oh, what is this? No, don't do that. Don't do. Oh, I didn't mean to click those. It let me use up 2 of my territory by clicking through this menu or this window. Dang it, that's balls. Leaf cutter major. Okay, this is for my formicarium. Let's find out. We don't need to spend any of our jelly right now, and there's no food around here. So let's get food from the missions. 3.1, the harvest. Close proximity colonies, take the stun ants, and let's go. Okay, whoa, leaf cutters. That's right, leaf cutters have those huge pincers, those huge mandibles, and they have big heads too. Let's begun. Greetings, dear viewers. Sorry for that edit. Let me explain what has happened. First of all, a couple of things. One, I got very... and this is like a guilty pleasure for me. I got very interested in the Johnny Depp trial. I know. I couldn't help myself. I saw a little bit of it. Like at first when I heard about it, I didn't care. It's just 2 celebrities doing whatever they're gonna do. I love Captain Jack Sparrow. I love, the fictional work and all that stuff, but I don't really care too much about what goes on behind the scenes with celebrities. It's not my life. It's not my interest. I don't care about that kind of stuff. But this one got me. I watched a little bit of it and I was immediately enthralled, and so I started watching everything I possibly could about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard and that whole trial going on, and then I got super invested for like a week, which is why you haven't seen a video in 6 days, maybe 7 by the time this comes out. I'm gonna try and get it out before that though. Anyway, yeah, so that's how come the uploads have slowed down, but we're back on. It's just such a guilty pleasure. We're back on track here. But yeah, as for the edit, I played that mission, I sucked ass at it, and I AFK'd. So here we are. We're back here. It's like a week and a half later in my time, because that's been the last time since I recorded. So let's just get back into it. Let's go here. That's all I wanted to explain. I thought that was interesting. If I do this edit right, you folks saw I'm moving to the new formicarium, and I don't need to do any explanation. So let's try. Oh, Empires of the Undergrowth developers. If you are watching, and I saw that you tweeted my Hungry Spider video, the bonus video. So there's a chance you are. Can you please make it so that escape will close this menu too? Because hitting escape to get here is totally intuitive. Hitting escape to get out is also totally intuitive, but it doesn't work. All right, so anyway, that's just my... If I could have any influence over this game whatsoever, please make it so escape leaves the main menu. Anyway, let's go. Let's choose a level. Let's try this again, and I'm gonna choose the taunt ants instead of the stun ants this time. I'm not sure what you folks saw me do if I put any of that gameplay up, but here goes. And again, it's been about a week around there. Let me check my Discord real quick. This is such a sloppy recording and video. Oh man. Okay, butter and water, YOLO. All right, don't worry about that. She who sent that to me will understand. So we're gonna go to the harvest, medium, taunt ants, and let's go. Let's see if I can do this. Let's see if we can get this done. Oh, my coffee is hot, and that hurts the hand. Hand coffee. Coffee. All right.
This young queen has successfully raised her first daughters beneath the...
Leaf cutters gather food differently to other species. They only eat fungus, which they cultivate from leaves. You will only find leaves on the surface.
Beneath the leaf litter of the rainforest floor. The nutritious fungus she fed them as larvae is now dwindling. If they don't find food quickly, they will all starve. The juicy grubs nearby are a staple meal for many underground opportunists, but for now at least, they will go ignored. This budding Atacephalotus leafcutter colony has only one viable source of food, and it must be collected above ground.
Leaves, that's what we're after. We're after leaves. I also want to get this guy, just clear out some space. Aha, we found one.
Grove beetle larvae are distant relatives of the European devil's coach horse. Despite a few million years of separation, they share the same carnivorous appetite, razor-sharp pincers, and most importantly, a fearsome final form.
Okay. You will need a chamber to store leaves before they can be gathered. Build a leaf storage chamber from the build menu. The first tile you build is free, and further tiles will cost 5 fungus. Okay. I read a comment on my previous videos that made a pretty good suggestion, and that is to place food stores closer to the entrance of the colony so that there's a shorter drop-off point. So let's do that. We can store leaves. Let's do something like this. Actually, how much room do we have back here? Let's try something like... Oh, you know what? Yeah, let's break all this open. Maybe we can have some funsies. Actually, not all that, not all that, not all that, not all of that, not quite like that. Let's break this out over here. And then we'll go something like that. And then maybe we'll go like... Not quite what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. So we'll do something like that. There we go. That's fine. And then maybe we can go 1, 2. Nope, not like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, this is looking dirty. This is looking dirty. I'm liking this. What I'm doing right now is I'm setting up a bunch of pods, a bunch of little chambers for future nurseries. One thing I've learned about ants, that would be leaf cutters, this group. Okay, we don't want to go too far. One thing I've learned about them is that the way you structure your base is very important. Okay, here's our leaf cutter tile, and let's also break open the entrance and get above ground. As our narrator has explained, our only food source is above ground. Miners are the workers of the leaf cutter colony. They are smaller, though not the smallest, than other colony members and can carry only small leaf chunks in a single run. They are also slowed whilst carrying leaves. So miners are our workers, and there's also another kind called minims. It's important not to get those confused. Boom. Above ground. Here's our leaves. There's plenty of leaves for our leaf cutters. Pheromone marker 1.
The small scouting party of minor workers could lead any number of deadly jungle creatures back to their undefended queen. They will need time and luck on their side. The workers have located a patch of young seedlings, just what they were looking for. The leaves are soft enough to be sliced up with ease and carried back to the nest.
I like that I can hover the mouse over an area and have it remove the stuff that's in the camera's way. It's pretty cool. All right, so we're gathering some leaves. Once they're...
The harvested leaf chunks are not eaten directly. Instead, they are used by the very smallest minim workers to cultivate a nutritious fungus.
All right, let's set up another pod of workers. Let's get that started. Oh, they're 20 apiece. Got it. All right, so we got some workers going out gathering more leaves. That's fine, but we do want them setting up the nurseries now, so let's have them do that. Meanwhile, what is this? That is a big spider. There's another one. Oh god, it's moving like those spiders do. I know we've all seen those in real life. Not those particularly, but the way the spiders move, they did a good job.
The ants' activities outside the nest have not gone unnoticed. They are being watched.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts. Most plants you see are harvestable. Simply place a marker nearby and your colony will climb and harvest leaves from the nearby plants. Once fungus has been spent, its remains will need to be removed before more can be cultivated. A free minim will take waste from the nurseries and place it in a refuse chamber if you have built one, where it will decay over time. So I need to set up a refuse chamber. Let's see. Can I pause this game? Can't really, not until we get a tooltip. But yeah, this bar up here is actually our food. Let's set up a refuse chamber somewhere. You know what? We got a lot of room back here. What are you offering me here, tooltip? Every nursery tile you build will hatch a minim for free. These tiny ants perform two important tasks in the colony, taking small chunks of leaf from the storage, which we have set up in the northern part of the colony, to the nurseries to be cultivated into fungus, and removing the remains of used fungus from the nurseries. Now that we have a pause for the tooltip, I can explain at least my understanding of this bar, and that's not complete, so forgive me if or help me fill in the gaps in the comments if you want. But I'm sure we'll have it figured out by the end of this mission at least. But this bar is actually our food, which is fungus, as opposed to with the Formica colony, which was the colony we were playing before. We are now playing an Atta colony, or leafcutter. But with the Formica colony that we were playing before, and which I suppose is also our main colony, the one we upgrade between missions. Anyway, Formicarium colony. Unlike them, this is not food. I mean, leaves are food, but this is not what we actually use as the functional resource to create ants and to respawn ants and stuff like that, and to place down tiles in nurseries. These leaves go into the storage where they are converted. No, they are not actually converted yet, but they go into storage. And then once you place a nursery or something that requires fungus, which basically all things for Atta ants do require fungus, the minims that you have will carry the leaves to the nurseries and create fungus, which is right here. That's this 72 of 200. That is the green part of the bar is our available, functional, usable fungus. I don't know if they're on nurseries right now. I have to sneeze. Hang on one second. And that is life with seasonal allergies 4 seasons out of the year. Anyway, green is functional fungus. I believe the 28 gray part of the bar is what we have room for. That's where I'm a little spotty. Not 100% sure what the gray bar means. And then the 100 is rotting fungus that serves no purpose but to plague our colony. We want to get that red number as low as possible. The way we do that is by setting up the refuse tiles, which this is, which will be dealt with by minims. Okay, so there we go. A bit of a long explanation, I know, but I find one of the best ways to learn something is to teach it, so I hope I explained that right. I don't want to touch these guys. Let's see. Okay, we got some more workers over here. Let's see if we can grow this pod a bit. We can. All right, we got to be careful because now that's a lot of red in the fungus. So let's grab our refuse tile, which is R, I guess. And we'll do something like this, this. All right, let's see. Refuse stored in the refuse chamber will decompose slowly, freeing up space for more. Refuse chambers will reduce neighboring tiles' upgrade points, so build them away from nurseries. Yeah, you want to keep them away from nurseries. You also want to keep refuse tiles out of the path of your ants. Every ant except for a minim ant will suffer debuffs by walking through refuse tiles, so I'm trying to build it far from my actual other construction, and I'm also trying to build it in a way that when a worker has to come in here and add another tile or upgrade one of these, it doesn't have to step through too many of these. So I want to build it from the back wall forward as it grows, so the workers don't have to move to the back to upgrade stuff. So those are the kinds of considerations I'm having to make here. These are very important so that our fungus, our used fungus, decays and leaves our colony. Okay, we got that working. And what is this? Attacking the enemy. Oh, there's our objectives. Whoa, 72. Okay, collect the most leaves. The player, that's me, has 72 of 10,000. They have 555 of 10,000. I have to collect more leaves than they do. I failed this mission in prior attempts because I tried to just gather whatever was around me. This time, I'm going to actually make an assault on the enemy ants, push them back, and take their resources. That's the plan.
The most accessible leaves are located to the north of the nest entrance. However, another atta colony has already laid claim to them. The close proximity of these nests places the two colonies in direct competition with one another. Time will tell which has the potential to grow into a great empire, and which will submit to the unforgiving law of the undergrowth.
Alright, now that we have some workers, some new workers that can go gather, we're gonna send them out. We'll probably need more than that. Do I need any miners in the nest right now? I don't think I do. So I'll start by gathering a few of the leaves that are closest to the nest and set up more worker pods. We have no fungus. Why don't we have fungus? Our little minims. See these little minim ants? They're the ones working. I can't directly control those. They are part of the colony's efficiency. Just on its own. Can I do this? I think I can do that, but we'll need more workers for that one. Okay, let's get them back. We are bringing leaves in now, and that is being turned into fungus. Our refuse tiles, we probably need more refuse tiles. Like that, that's fine. Get the workers going. Create another pod out here for something that we might need later. We're running out of real estate without being able to actually fight, though. Maybe. Okay. Gotta hope not to break through the walls too much here. Setting up more and more pods, just getting them ready. There we go. Let's get some more workers going. It's always a good idea to build up your workers early, I find. It's like a StarCraft thing. Get economy going. There we go. Now that red number is dropping. And we have another pod out here. Should this be workers or should this be something else? Ants passing through a refuge chamber may suffer an illness, damaging and reducing their stats and movement speed for a short time. It is best to keep refuge chambers separate and make sure ants have no need to pass through them. Minims are not affected by this. I like what we have going right now. Let's build another worker tile, which I believe is T. Yeah, let's do this. There we go. Don't want to overwhelm the colony with too much stuff, and we have to make sure we have room for more leaves as we get more workers going. Now, these are going to go into group 1 as well. Oh crap, there's something out here. It's turning dark. I'm not liking that right now. We are catching up to our opponent, though, kinda. Just gotta let these miners hatch, these atta miners. It is atta. If you hover over the ants, yeah, atta cephalotus, and this one is atta cephalotus, and this one is atta cephalotus. Okay, so I guess the second word in that doesn't really differentiate them from the formica. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's fine. Another worker. I feel like we're managing our refuse pretty well this time around. Sort of want to make sure we have more of that ready. And our leaf storage is fine. Spiders out here watching us. Oh, you can see the shadows as the sun dips.
As the sun sets below the horizon and the thick rainforest canopy shrouds all but the slightest glimmer of moonlight, the predators of the night begin to emerge.
I don't like the sound of that. Having to keep muting for the sniffles, it's just allergies, worry not. Alright, well, let's keep getting more. Now, eventually we're going to want the media ants, but they're so expensive. 80 food to place. 80, that's 4 times as much as a miner. Up to 20 fungus can be... Oh, wait. Yeah, these guys... The media ants are better at gathering and fighting. They're just all around. They're just a good all-around unit. But we're not worried about them until we can actually support them economically speaking. So let's try another pod of workers. Can we do that? T, See, I like how we're able to start building more of them at a time. This same pod will go into group 1 also. I feel the more ants that we have... Wait, you're not... There we go. I feel the more ants we have on a trail, the safer we are. Let's go over to this big group over here from the mini-map. Oh, it's dark. Let's be careful, though. Fortunately, it doesn't seem like this spider... Or this one. I guess the daytime spiders have gone in. The nighttime ones are out, but they haven't noticed us, and that's important. I want to maintain that for as long as possible. Don't want to draw attention. Ooh, I like that I've set up all of these little pods already. I'm a little concerned about the queen. I sort of want to set up speed tiles, too. Here, let's first grow our food storage tile. And if we need more food storage somewhere else, we'll set it up. But right now, I want to set up speed tiles. All around here. Just... Oh, I don't have enough food. Let's be careful with that. Just because I want my minims to be able to do their job most effectively, we probably should... Because they have to keep dragging used fungus down here, we probably should set the speed up. Like around here. Gonna need more food for that first. Before we worry about that, let's continue building up workers. More workers, because we have the ability to support them. Now, one thing I've learned is that every nursery tile, so any tile that spawns an ant, whether it's a minor or a media or a major, every new nursery tile spawns a minim. And the more minims you have, the more efficient your colony can be in running all of its various food storage and waste disposal systems. Food processing, waste disposal, all that stuff. These ants are very sophisticated. We got a number of pods back here already. All set up for us. Okay, here's another group. We're gonna send them into group 1. We are collecting food so fast right now. I'm feeling good about that. But I do want to take the fight to the enemy. We should probably wait until day for that, though. The layout of your nest is important to keep things running smoothly. Leaves need to be stored. Coffee needs to be drunk. Here goes that. Leaves need to be stored, then taken by the minims to nursery chambers. So leaves are stored, taken to nursery chambers. The resultant waste, okay, because the fungus, yeah, then must be moved to refuse chambers. Okay, cool. The distance these chambers are from one another will change the speed resources are processed. Now you see we have a really big gray bar here. I'm not sure what the gray represents. I'm not sure if that's just the remainder of the 700, because we have 66 out of 700 here. I'm not sure if that's green. If green is 66 and 700 is the max. It doesn't make any sense to me because when I hover over the gray portion, it says 382 gray. And, you know, obviously 700 minus 66 is not 382. So I'm a little off on that one. What if I hover while not paused? Space available for cultivating fungus. And this is amount of available fungus. Okay. Oh, we are starting to see some numbers now. All right, I like this income. Let's start a pod of media ants. They cost 80 per nursery tile. I almost want to put another pod of workers down, honestly. Not even joking about that, man. We have a lot of ants, thankfully. The leaf cutter media, oh, the ones we just placed, are the staple harvesters of the colony. They can harvest twice the amount a worker can, and are not slowed when carrying leaves. So they're fast and they're efficient. Their medium size allows them to walk over workers and under majors, so they're completely uninhibited. As far as their movement, they're just really fast and efficient gatherers. They're media ants, but they're also the ones that are marked with the red sword icon, so they're also our primary combatants. Just an all-around fantastic middle-of-the-road unit. Does everything. Jack of all boxes, trades of none. You know what they say. So, this is a little pod right here. We're gonna put that in group 1 too. We got a little pod of media ants, and we want to keep building those up. I don't know how that affects our refuse, but it seems like we're okay. Just need more of this stuff. Just keep gathering, my pretties. Keep gathering. Now we're gonna wait for daytime, and once it reaches day, we're going to rush into this middle pile right here, into the middle portion of the map. We're about halfway caught up to our opponent. Now they are harvesting like mad. Those are miners. They got mostly miners. No, there's a media. Look how big the media are. That's a media ant. It's walking over the miners. Actually, they really don't have a whole lot of. Oh, shnikes. They got. All right, they got a ton of media ants. Actually, they got a lot of ants working, but we got a lot of ants working too. So let's keep that going. Just got to keep building up the media. These trapjaw ants, I guess we came into contact with some trapjaw ants, have powerful jaws doing high damage per hit. Okay, so they're strong per hit. When on low health, they will use these jaws to fling themselves out of harm's way, healing in the process. They got tactics.
Leafcutters aren't the only ants nearby. Whilst the two Atta colonies joust for territory, Odontomachus Bowery trapjaws roam the clearing. They can be found hunting alone or in small packs for vulnerable invertebrates to take back to their nest. They use snapping jaws to bludgeon their targets, exerting 300 times their body weight in a single blow.
Wow, this is crazy. They actually got one of my media ants. I'm not too worried though, because eventually I'm pretty sure my guys will start fighting back. They are set to attack. Not sure why my guys aren't, but whatever. We're just gathering food. In fact, you know what? Let's wander a little further out here. You know what? Maybe we will brave this at night. Let's get the number 1 pheromone marker going into the middle. And let's keep building up our pods. A lot of media ants is a good idea. I don't like how far behind I am my opponent, though. There we go. What is this? More of a pest than a threat, the Harvestman, which is a spider, performs brief stuns, retreats frequently, and does medium damage. At low health, they will detach a leg and try to escape. That must be a thing they actually do for real.
An ant has fallen prey to a wandering harvestman. Its long, slender legs keep its vulnerable body elevated high above the leaf litter, and when threatened, it can release strong-smelling odors to deter other predators.
There it
A
is.
stern response will be needed to drive this striding nuisance away.
Oh, we'll have a strong response. Don't worry. Oh, there's the ramp leading up to the enemy's territory. Kinda. Oh, we are making progress toward the enemy. I don't like how much red we've got here. Oh, we can start probably. You know what we're gonna do? Before we start building majors, let's get another pod of workers. Let's get as many of these little miners as we can. This will be like a, we're gonna build some majors soon. We want some really heavy combatants. We want our tanks, but they're 150 food to place. My refuse tiles seem to need some work. Let's upgrade them and place more like that. All right. You know what? I kind of want to build even more than that. Why can I not? Where are my workers? We got plenty of workers. Now these guys are going in here.
Overwhelmed by the defensive leafcutter forces, the harvestman decides to make a swift exit.
There it is. There it is. Get him! Get him! Oh my god, the harvestman has so much HP. Get him, boys! Assist! Assist, workers! Assist, miners! Oh, but the media ant is standing its own. Yeah, it just kind of stuns. The harvestman doesn't really do much. It is just a nuisance. It's here just to slow us down.
Daybreak has arrived, and the creatures of the night scurry back to the dark crevices of the undergrowth.
Okay,
For
finally.
the ants, however, the objectives of the day remain unchanged. Locate vegetation, defend supply lines, and process leaves. There is no time for rest.
All right, so my workers have a lot to do apparently. They're placing down a lot of this stuff. Let's bring another pod of workers back into the nest group so we can actually put all of this infrastructure down and get my my refuse tiles working for us. Let's keep gathering. What are we at? 2,000 to their 3,500. We're catching up, and I'm okay with our pace for now. If you are finding a refuse backlog, which I am, in your nurseries, or a leaf backlog in your leaf stores, that's not a problem. You may need more minims. The cheapest way to get more is build more worker chambers, as you get a free one for each miner. So more minims. I do have a backlog, and workers are how we do that. So let's build some more workers. We don't want that backlog slowing us down, especially as we're trying to get into the final stretch later. Okay, I feel like the miners are doing all right. There's another spider out here. I kind of want to deal with that, but not really. Oh, my leaf stores are full. Yeah, minims are definitely a must here. Here, let's upgrade these. Feels good, man.
A brightly patterned jumping spider.
Jumping spiders will avoid combat. I don't see it yet. If they think they are outnumbered, but when they see a target, they pounce on it from a distance. They're not too tough. They deal high damage with their bite. A bunch of nuisance kind of bugs out here while I'm trying to outgather my opponent. The enemies, the ambient enemies, the neutral mobs, so to speak, out here aren't really here to take you on. They're here to hinder you while you... Well, they're also hindering the other ants too.
Spider, say Casveri D. Purpureus has subdued one of the workers. The leaf mimic mantis, another kind of nuisance, will not show up on the mini-map, nor will its health bar show until it attacks. Keep an eye out for one of these before sending ants to the slaughter. Additionally, large ones will consume enemies in medium range, restoring health. We're gonna need some majors out there soon. The workers. This expert solo hunter combines extreme agility with incredible forward vision, allowing it to pounce on unsuspecting prey with pinpoint accuracy.
Here we go. Now we finally have...
One of the ants has fallen prey to a young, leaf-mimic praying mantis.
Where?
Once in range, its long, razor-clad forelegs can ensnare and impale victims with lightning speed.
Where? I know it doesn't show up on the minimap, but I need to see it at least somewhere. I don't recall seeing a minimap ping. Either way, where do we move next? We have plenty of opportunity for more leaves, so let's just keep that going while we build up our nest. We need this working. Let's grab some more workers and bring them back to the nest group. I might want to pop this and expand this out a little bit if I don't just upgrade these entirely. Which I can do. A little bit there. More workers, please. More workers to do the jobs of setting this up. Okay, that worker had to go back there to upgrade a tile. Now it's got a debuff. See, that's why I want to build them from the back forward like that. We do have minims bringing usable fungus out there. And now, oh, the gray is pushing the red back now. Okay, well, the gray in this case is not bad. So... let's, now that we got some money, build up some majors. Oof, those are expensive, but they should be worth the time. Come on, worker ants, place these tiles. Oh, look at the minims over here. Look at all this. That looks amazing. Might be time for me to get a thumbnail somewhere. I'm not sure. God, I don't like how much red there is. We need to be able to dispose of all of this waste. The gray is pushing back, though. 1038, 1034, okay, 1049, The warriors of the colony, the leafcutter majors, are best put to use defending supply lines. 1 second, sniffles. Are best put to use defending supply lines and leading the charge into battle. Majors tower over the other casts and generate threat while they fight, drawing the attention of enemy attackers away from their smaller peers. All right, so we have a lot of majors. We should put some media in there too.
Have raised their first major. The swollen head is filled with muscle to power its crushing jaws. Few stand against it in combat and escape unscathed.
God!
This champion warrior will make a fine addition to the colony.
Oh, they're like ultralisks! Yes, we will soon attack. In fact, let's get moving toward their area. No, they're not really gathering. There's not a lot of leaves for them to gather here. Let's go here. I see them streaming a trail to their southeastern area, which is right here, up a ramp. Let's get us up that ramp.